Tonight I'm in quarantine with Stevie Stoker from Twister. Hi, Stevie.
Good evening, how are we doing?
Good, how are you?
Marvellous. Not bad for a Wednesday.
Not bad for Wednesday at all. Now my question to you is about the band name, Twister. Was it named after the 1980s board game, which wasn't a board game? It was, you have to you spin a wheel and you put one hand on the red spot and one foot on the blue spot.
And then everybody falls over. Yeah.
That's it. Was it named?
No, it wasn't named after that. No. To be honest, I've had the band since I was 13. So I started when I was at school, and we wanted something that was just one name. That was just one word that reflected kind of energy and things being flung around, and that's what it was. That's exactly what we said.
Put it flung.
Yeah. just a lot of madness, basically, and that's what we wanted to sort of propel in our name.
Yeah, that comes across actually. I was going to say a bit of trivia. If you had been named after the floor game Twister, that was originally called Pretzel.
There we go. Well, we'd have to change the name otherwise, then, wouldn't we?
Yeah, that's it. Tell me how you formed, how and when, because you said you had the name since you were 13. So how did it all come about?
It's one of them things, really. I started playing guitar for my granddad's band when I was like 12, and I always wanted my own band. So it was like trying to get a few people together from school, and then we started just it was like little goals. So we would go, we want to learn a song, or we want to do a couple of songs, we want to do a gig, and then we want to do our own material, and then it was so on and so forth, really. So it's all just been step by step, but then we've had like different lineup changes, and we've been so close to things sort of really working out on a couple of occasions, and then the band lineups fell to bits, and then so the last 2 years everything's been set on this project that we're on right now, and just about ready to release the official debut album after what feels like a lifetime's worth of work. But
I bet it does, I bet. Now, speaking of your debut album, I should say it's called Cursed and Corrected. It's out on the 13th of November. Is it still scheduled for that day?
Yep.
It's been described by Richard Brindley of New Wave Classic Rock as this: when this album comes out, it's going to blow the doors off the new rock tour bus. I guarantee nobody has heard anything quite like this. Why is that?
That's it. It was an awfully nice when we got the review.
Very nice.
I was a bit blown away by it. So the New Wave of Classic Rock have been amazing with us, and their whole team have been really supportive. And we're kind of, I suppose, everything about our band, it's been totally grassroots. Everything that we've done ourselves. We've never been on management. We only signed the deal with Off Your Rock at the back end of last year. And until this point, it's only been us propelling us forward. And when somebody gives you a comment like that, it just absolutely blows your mind. But when he's saying about like sort of how we, for instance, like because it's quite different to what like most of the other bands on the sort of new wave scene, if you like. I think all of our stuff's quite accessible from people from who are interested in different genres of rock music, whether that be like sort of more chart friendly rock or heavier stuff, because there's quite a lot of heavy riffs in our stuff, but it's still, you can sing along to everything. So I think that's kind of
it kind of has that light-hearted sort of feel to it as well.
Absolutely,
like, almost party rock, but I mean that in the best possible way.
I get that.
So are there any bands that you get compared to?
We get compared to Biffy Clyro quite a lot. And we've had some sort of like over the few of the reviews that have come in, we've been compared to like loads of bands that I've never been compared to before, so that's been interesting to have a look at. A lot of people have compared us to what was that one I came to the other day? I'm forgetting now which one it was, but there was a metal band that we were comparing. I was like, we're not a metal band, like. But I think they were comparing us like sort of specific parts of songs and specific like techniques that we've used, I think. But I think the one that's most accurate is probably Biffy Clyro.
And who would you say your main influences are as a band?
We're into all sorts, really. I think our main sort of love, if you like, is a good song. And I think that doesn't really stop us liking different genres. So I mean, we're all massive classic rock fans, so we all like the sort of the traditional stuff like DC and Zeppelin and Thin Lizzy. But then we're into sort of like a lot of more modern rock stuff, and even like country stuff. I love country music, so I think it's always nice to listen to something a little bit different every day, just to give your palate something a little bit different to think about.
So you got 2 songs out at the moment, 2 singles.
Yes.
One was released end of August, Call to Arms, and then you have Young and Affected as well, which I playlisted on my show. Both brilliant songs. I love them. What is there a theme running through your music? You know, is there something that joins the songs together?
Yeah, there's we always try and do we always try to theme whenever we release anything. It's all makes sense, if you like. It's all chronological.
Yeah, that's it.
So when we set out at sort of what we classed as the Young and Affected starting point, we only had Young and Affected and a song called Save Us Yourself, which is the official opening track of the album. We do have like an intro to it, but Save Us Yourself is the first full song. We had them 2, and the idea was that we always class it's about the team ethic with everything that we do. It's not just about us as a band, it's about the people that we have working for us behind the scenes, and also our fans, and how we all come together at a gig or at an event, and we're all in it together. That's the idea of the album. So the likes of Call to Arms, it's about grabbing everybody, let's go, this is it. And that's kind of the thing for most of the stuff on the album. There's quite a lot of emotional points as well within it. It's like we've got a song called Mystery, which is quite a really heartfelt song. And I think it's nice to have the mix of the raw rock and roll kind of party kind of let's have a go, let's go for it together, and then being able to take it down into that emotional, serious state as well.
Now, I know you've got a lot coming up in terms of touring. So do you want to tell us a bit about that? For example, I know next March you've got a tour with the Choir Boys.
Yeah, we have, yeah.
You're going to quite a few countries. It's European tour, so you've got Holland, Germany, Switzerland, Belgium. Have you played there, you know, in Europe before?
Yeah, we've done quite a lot in Europe, but sort of mainly specific places. So we did quite a lot for the British Army a couple of years ago when they were out based in Germany. It felt like we were there every 10 minutes. But some of the most amazing experiences we've ever had playing for the Army. So we've done a lot for them, but we've done a lot in Greece as well. So we do a festival over there called Lindos Rocks, and we're doing that again next June. So next year we're not going to be in the country a great deal.
No, we'll miss you.
It'll be nice. It'll be nice to have a little bit of a change.
Send a postcard.
Yeah. Well, we've spent a lot of time in this country this year, so but not doing a great deal, sadly.
Do you have anything planned in the UK for next year as regards touring or festivals?
We do indeed. To be honest, we're going to be trying to get out as much as we can, basically from now. One thing we always pride ourselves on is we are just a live act. We're a proper working band, and we kind of live a little bit hand to mouth. So we only live off what we earn, and I like that way because it keeps you on your toes as well. You know, everything. It's like we've got a gig because we need to be able to buy that next batch of CDs, or we need to do that, and it's an exciting time to do it, but a bit difficult at the moment. However, we did do our first show post lockdown on Sunday, which was amazing, and we've got another one this week. So we're going to try and get out as much as we can. But the idea is that we're going to tour end of January, February, for like our actual album tour, and that'll take us into the European stuff with the Choir Boys.
Wow. So yeah, well, I hope we'll be seeing you next year then. So obviously I've not seen you live yet.
Oh, you'll have to come and see us.
Well, I will. I will. You just have to come. Yeah. Well, whenever you're on tour, you let me know, and I'll be there. I hope. Anyway, one last thing. How do you get your hair to do that? You say I wouldn't even know where to begin trying to get my hair like yours. So tell me what you do to get it to look like that.
To be honest, I don't do a great deal. I mean, before I came on, it was a bit I say I was going to say it's a bit all over, but it's always a bit all over. So
it's a great look.
Thank you very much.
You know, it's very recognisable and.
Yeah, I can't get away with very much. If they see me, it's definitely me.
That's it.
I use two main products. I use something called Dust It, which is a Schwarzkopf thing. It's getting a bit, yeah. So anyway, basically posh talcum powder.
Yeah.
Bit of that in there, and then shake it up a little bit, touch of back comb, and then just some hairspray. That's.
Yeah, you're talking about those things you sprinkle. They're like, I can't remember what it's called now. You sprinkle like a powder on your hair, and then you kind of ruffle it up, and it kind of leaves a bit of a waxy residue.
That's the one.
I don't like the waxy feeling, but you do get that good.
You get quite a lot of volume.
Volume, that's it. It's a better word. Yes, you get a lot of volume from it. So anyway, I think we'll leave it there. I look forward to your new album. I know you have a special limited edition of vinyl, which looks incredibly cool. I think it was called Red Splatter or something.
Red Splatter.
Red. Yeah. So
yeah, it's basically the opposite to our artwork. Our artwork's like sort of black with red everywhere, and the actual album itself will be red with black everywhere. So it's kind of works in conjunction with each other.
It does. It looks very cool. So look forward to it.
Yeah,
Take care of the rest of lockdown and for your tour.
Yeah, thank you very much. It's lovely speaking to you.
And see you next year.
See you soon. Bye-bye.